Welcome back, folks. Pull up a chair. This is the Heart of Appalachia, and I'm John Hart. Some stories don't start with a gunshot. They start with a feeling. A feeling that something ain't right. A feeling that a man's back is against a wall he didn't build. A feeling that the people in charge ain't the ones doing the bleeding. Matewan, West Virginia, May 19th, 1920. A coal town tucked between the mountains like a secret. A place where the company owned the houses, the stores, the paychecks, and sometimes the law. But not that day. This is Coalfield Wars. I'm John Hart, and this is Matewan, the spark. Folks in Matewan woke up that morning with a knot in their stomachs. Word had spread the night before, the Baldwin Felts men are coming. Now, if you've never heard that name before, let me tell you, the Baldwin Felts Detective Agency wasn't like detectives you see on TV. They weren't Starsky and Hutch. They were hired guns, eviction men, strike breakers, the company's iron fist. And when they stepped off that train, they didn't look like men coming to talk. They looked like men coming to take. They carried rifles, eviction papers, and a kind of confidence that comes from knowing you're backed by money and law. But Matewan had something stronger. It had its people. Sid Hatfield wasn't a big man, but he had a big presence. Young, fearless, a former blacksmith turned police chief, and a man who believed the law belonged to the people, not the company. When the Baldwin Felts men started evicting miners' families, throwing furniture into the mud, tossing quilts and baby clothes into the yard, Sid stepped in. "You boys got a warrant?" "We don't need one." "You do in Matewan." That moment right there, that was the spark. A line in the dirt. A young police chief standing between armed agents and the people he swore to protect. And the town noticed. By afternoon, the whole town was watching. Miners leaned against storefronts. Women stood on porches, arms crossed. Kids peeked from behind skirts. The Baldwin Felts men strutted through town like they owned it. Sid Hatfield walked behind them like he was making sure they didn't. Mayor Cable Testerman joined Sid, a quiet man but steady. Together they confronted the detectives outside the post office. "You're not evicting anybody else today. You're not interfering with company business," said the detectives. Sid said, "This is town business." The air got heavy, the kind of heavy where even the birds stopped singing. Nobody knows who fired first. Some say it was Albert Felts. Some say it was Sid. Some say it was a nervous deputy with shaky hands. But once that first shot rang out, the mountains answered back. Gunfire echoed off the buildings. Glass shattered. Men dove for cover. Women pulled children inside. When the smoke cleared, 10 men were dead, including both Felts brothers and Mayor Testerman. Sid Hatfield stood alive, rifle in hand, breathing hard. And the miners, they saw a hero. Matewan didn't celebrate, not really, but there was a feeling, a quite powerful feeling, that for once the people had stood the ground. The Baldwin Felts men had come to break the town. Instead, the town broke them. Sid Hatfield was arrested, but the jury acquitted him, said he acted in defense of the town. And the coal companies, they were furious. They'd lost men, they'd lost face, and they'd lost control. And they weren't done, not by a long shot. Matewan wasn't just a gunfight, it was a message from a small Appalachian town to the biggest coal companies in America. We're not afraid of you. That echo through the hollers, through the union halls, through every miner who had ever been cheated, beaten, or threatened. And the coal companies heard it loud and clear. If this story hit home, I'd be grateful if you'd like, share, and subscribe. These Appalachian stories matter, and they deserve to be remembered. Next time, we follow Sid Hatfield to Welch, where he was assassinated, and we witness the day the company come for him. I'm John Hart, and this is the Heart of Appalachia. God bless you, and I'll see you on down the road.